Hey, Xiomara, welcome back.
Thank you, teacher. I remember something when some people uh, is nervous,
Mm-hmm.
also moving the hands a lot and the legs
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and the feet too. Uh-huh. It's funny to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is really funny to see that.
It be me something like that. I happened it one time. I remember.
So it has happened to you already.
Uh-huh. Yes.
I'll try to show you this information that we have in this link. I cannot play the YouTube videos because of the copyrights, but let's see. Let me see if I, okay, I'm going to play this video. Okay, now that I have you back, let me play it and we will see some different expressions that we do with our body and movements where you can tell that something is going on. Okay, can you see my screen now, guys? Okay, let me play. Let's listen and I'll ask you a few questions. Here we go.
Body language refers to the nonverbal signals that are a huge part of daily communication. It's suggested that body language accounts for 60 to 65% of all communication, meaning the things we don't say can convey volumes of information. In some cases, our facial expressions may reveal our true feelings about a particular situation. Where a smile can indicate approval or happiness, a frown can signal disapproval or unhappiness. One study found the most trustworthy facial expression involves a slight rise of the eyebrows and a slight smile. This expression conveys both friendliness and confidence. The eyes are referred to as the windows to the soul, since they're capable of revealing what a person is feeling. When a person looks into your eyes during a conversation, it indicates they are interested and paying attention. But breaking eye contact might mean they're distracted or uncomfortable. When it comes to our mouths, chewing on the bottom lip can indicate feelings of worry, fear, or insecurity. And covering the mouth could be an attempt to cover up a frown of disapproval. Gestures can be the most direct and obvious body language signals. Thumbs up and thumbs down, for example, are often used as approval and disapproval. However, some gestures are cultural. The okay gesture means everything is all right in America, but in some South American countries, it's actually a vulgar gesture. Arms and legs can also be useful in conveying nonverbal information. Crossing arms can indicate defensiveness, and crossing legs away from another person may indicate a dislike or discomfort. Understanding body language can go a long way toward helping you better communicate with others.
Okay, very good. I'm going to share this link. But if you guys notice, there are different expressions in our bodies or things that we use or that we do unconsciously that may show how we're really feeling, right? For example, this one about surprise, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything, but my body can tell that I'm surprised about something. I'm going to show you, let's see this one. Last, yeah, go ahead, Nathanael. Let's see, Nathanael, I don't know if you were about to say something. No? Okay. So look at the difference between the eyes here and the ones below, right? So highly dilated eyes indicate desire, right? When you really desire something. And this rapid blinking, do you know what blinking is? You see? This one is blinking like, do you know how to say that in Spanish when you're blinking like this?
Parpadear.
Exactly, parpadear. Last time I saw that they show when you feel distress or discomfort. There was someone who told something to a president. I don't remember which president it was. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. But when the person said this bad thing about him, it's like he rapidly blinked like twice or three times. So he was upset. He didn't say anything, right? He didn't say not even a single word, but by the expression in his face, you could say that he was discomfort with what the other guy had said. This one's about the lips. Let me see. Ah, this one. You see the arms
Teacher,
and the legs. Uh-huh. Yeah, Marielos.
like the grandmothers speak with her eyes.
Uh-huh. Exactly right. They don't say anything, but their eyes say a lot, right? Okay. Let's look at these two expressions that we do with our, I mean, things we do with our body, right? Imagine that you're telling me something and I come, okay, I'm listening. Okay. So what does this mean? That I'm defensive, self-protective, or closed, right? So whatever you are saying, I'm not open to follow it, right? I'm not open to follow it. You start telling me something and I go like, okay, so it shows that I'm closed to what you are telling me. Probably you are trying to convince me to do something and I don't want to do it, right? Look at this one, hands on the hips, ready and in control, or a sign of aggressiveness. Imagine. So you need to be ready. If you see someone like this, probably it may be a start of aggressiveness. Ah, this is when somebody's sitting. Check this one, the way that the woman is sitting. So look at, pay attention to this when you talk to someone, right? You are sitting with the person talking, and if they have any of these gestures, right, whether they are open or or they are close to what you're saying. So this one is about personal distance. I'm going to send you the link, okay, and the images so you guys can see them. There are a lot, okay? There are a lot, but at least you can see or you can check the most common ones. Let me send it. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. And now we're moving to this listening section. Does it happen to you that you go like this when somebody's telling you something? Notice, try to notice that at work, when you are telling your daughter, Xiomara, to do something. I mean, if she does something like this, it's because she's not open to what you are saying, okay? Or she doesn't want to
Okay.
follow it.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. I'm going to play this part. Give me a second. Okay, let's see what they have to say about this. Let's see. Here we go. Let's listen, and then we're going to practice this conversation. Here we go.
Unit 14. Now I get it. Page 93. Exercise 3. Conversation. It's pretty confusing. Part A. Listen and practice.
How was dinner with the new Bulgarian student last night? What's her name? Elena?
Yeah, Elena. It was nice. We always have a good time, but I still don't understand her very well. You see, when we offer her something to eat or drink, she nods her head up and down, but at the same time she says no.
It might mean she wants to accept it, but she thinks it's not polite. In some countries, you have to refuse any offer first. Then the host insists and you accept it.
I don't know. It's pretty confusing.
It could mean she doesn't want anything, but she thinks it's rude to say no.
Actually, in some countries, when people move their heads up and down, it means no.
Really? Now I get it.
Okay, let's listen to this one more time. And then we'll discuss it. Here we go.
Unit 14. Now I get it. Page 93. Exercise 3. Conversation. It's pretty confusing. Part A. Listen and practice.
How was dinner with the new Bulgarian student last night? What's her name? Elena?
Yeah, Elena. It was nice. We always have a good time, but I still don't understand her very well. You see, when we offer her something to eat or drink, she nods her head up and down, but at the same time she says no.
It might mean she wants to accept it, but she thinks it's not polite. In some countries, you have to refuse any offer first. Then the host insists and you accept it.
I don't know. It's pretty confusing.
It could mean she doesn't want anything, but she thinks it's rude to say no.
Actually, in some countries, when people move their heads up and down, it means no.
Really? Now I get it.
Okay, cool. Let's look at the vocabulary. Did you guys find any new vocabulary in this part? Yes, Xiomara, go ahead.
Yes, teacher. Excuse me, I don't know the word when the Brian, when he said she nods her head up and down.
Okay.
What's the meaning?
Okay, this is
Please.
nod. I'm nodding my head right now. So what is the meaning of nod? Right now you were nodding your head. So this is nodding.
It's like this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
Okay.
nod, so
Okay.
nod is when you some sort of agree to something. Hey, do you want pupusas? Right? I'm not saying anything,
Okay.
but you see,
Okay.
I'm nodding my head up and down like if I'm saying yes, but she says no, right? So in this woman's culture, they need to refuse it first, right? I mean, it's weird,
Uh-huh.
but they do it. Hey, Xiomara, do you want pupusas? No, no, I'm sorry, I don't want. Xiomara, come on, try them. No, no, I don't want them pupusas. And then, yeah, come on, here you have these pupusas, right? And until the third time, they accept. It's their culture. We don't
Okay.
have that
Okay.
culture
Thank
here,
you.
right? Okay, very good. What about the rest? Let's see, Marielos, Manuel, did you find any new word, phrase, or something that calls your attention in this part?
Yes, teacher. What is
Mhm.
polite?
Polite is when you are kind to a different person. Hey, good morning, Marielos. Good evening. I opened the door for you. I'm being polite. So what is the meaning of polite?
Amable.
Exactly, right? Yeah, that's the meaning of polite. Let's see, what about the rest? Manuel, Emmanuel, Nathanael. So in their culture, they say no, right? Like when does that happen to you that when you visit someone, they offer food and you pretend like you are not seeing? Does that happen to you? That you go to probably your friend's house and you see that they are cooking and all that, and it's like they bring you the food and you are like, if you haven't seen the food. Have you seen people doing that by any chance? No?
Mm-hmm. Yes, teacher. I'm going to ask you something that about the word. I don't remember how's the meaning. Let me see. Where is then the host insist.
Ah,
Host, what's
okay.
the meaning?
Okay, the host. For example, if I go to your house, Xiomara, imagine that you invite me, teacher, come over, we will have a barbecue. And I go to your house, you are the host, and I am the guest. Okay? And I am the guest because you
Mm,
invited me to go to your house. If we do the opposite and I invite you guys to come to my house, I am the host and all of you are the guests. So what is the meaning of ghost?
Anfitrión.
I mean, guest and host. Ajá, Marielos?
Anfitrión. Anfitrión.
Exactly. And what about the guest?
okay.
What
El
about the
invitado.
guest?
Invitados.
El invitado, exactly. Very
Invitado.
good. Uh-huh. So you are the host, I'm the guest, or
Okay,
the
thank
other
you.
way around. When you invite people to come over to your house, you are the host and they are your guests, right?
Teacher, but guest also meaning huésped,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, exactly. When people go to a hotel, the Cameron or any other hotel, hostel, or any other Airbnb or anything like that, they are called guests. Exactly, Marielos. We use the same word, okay? Very good. So again, it depends on the culture. Now let's do the second part in letter B. So let's see, and Manuel, can you read letter B? What are we listening to in this part?
Now listen to Elena talk to friend. What does she find usually about the white people in North America communicate?
Mm-hmm. About what she finds unusual, right? This woman, what's her name? Elena, is from Bulgaria, right? So obviously the cultures are different. So let's see and let's listen to what she says. Here we go. Pay attention.
Page 93. Exercise 3. Part B. Now listen to Elena talk to her friend. What does she find unusual about the way people in North America communicate?
So, how are things at school, Elena?
Oh, pretty good, actually.
Do you find it easy to communicate with people?
Most of the time, yes. Although there are some things that seem strange to me. For instance, sometimes when a conversation is ending, people say, "Hey, let's get together soon." I used to say, "Okay, when?" And it always surprised people. Eventually, I realized, "Let's get together soon" is just a way of saying goodbye.
Right. It's not really an invitation at all. It's more like a way to say that you want to stay in touch.
Yeah, I know that now.
Okay. Let's see, guys. So, what did you get? Let's see, Manuel. So, what does she find unusual when she communicates with people in North America?
Sorry, teacher, but I don't pay attention.
Ah, okay.
Can we listen another,
Listen
please?
to this one more time. Sure, sure can. Let me play it. Here we go. No problem.
Page 93. Exercise 3. Part B. Now listen to Elena talk to her friend. What does she find unusual about the way people in North America communicate?
So, how are things at school, Elena?
Oh, pretty good, actually.
Do you find it easy to communicate with people?
Most of the time, yes. Although there are some things that seem strange to me. For instance, sometimes when a conversation is ending, people say, "Hey, let's get together soon." I used to say, "Okay, when?" and it always surprised people. Eventually, I realized, let's get together soon is just a way of saying goodbye.
Right. It's not really an invitation at all. It's more like a way to say that you want to stay in touch.
Yeah, I know that now.
Okay, great. Now that we've listened to this a second time, what does she find unusual to communicate with the people in North America?
My usual that the people say, get together soon. I
Uh-huh.
think.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, I think it's a phrase that we have to.
Mm-hmm.
People see you only that. But for her is strange because don't say when.
Uh-huh. Exactly right. It's like, hey, let's get together soon. Okay, when? To some people, it may be a little pushy, maybe. Hey, when are we gonna see each other the next time, right? Yeah. Okay. Do we have any phrase like that here in El Salvador that might be a little confusing? Do you guys know any phrase? Marielos, go ahead.
When the people say, ahorita voy, and and didn't do the action.
Okay, ahorita, and probably you're still at home, right? Mm-hmm. So that ahorita,
Yeah.
we do not really know the meaning, if it is right now, in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Once it happened to me that I was talking to someone from another country, and we were getting to an agreement to pick up the clothes, right? Because it was a washing machine company, right? That they pick up your clothes, they wash it, and they would bring it back to the hotel. And in El Salvador, we have this popular expression that we say "vaya." So what do we mean when we say "vaya"? So what does it mean for us, guys?
Como, what, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
Or I am
okay, right? Or
agree.
or I
Uh-huh.
agree, or está bien, right? Vaya, okay, vaya. And I was telling the guy, hey, uh, are you coming to pick up the clothes at 5 p.m.? And he said, yes, I will be there at 5 p.m. And I said, vaya. And he was like, he was confused because vaya is from the verb go, right? And he was like, sí, sí voy a ir. And then I would say once again, vaya, yes, I will go. And I mean, it is confusing, right? Even if in Spanish, we can, I mean, people can confuse what you are saying, right? Let me see another word or phrase that we have. Like this phrase that we have, hey, let's go get a coffee, right? Not necessarily that you are getting specifically a coffee, but that you go out, right, to eat or drink something, especially when you are asking someone out, right? It happens that you tell someone, hey, we should go out and get a coffee or something. But in reality, you are not getting literally a cup of coffee, right? Probably you're eating or drinking something else. Okay, very good. Now let's check this. Yes, Xiomara, go ahead.
Yes, teacher, I remember right now that expression when sometimes I say, let's go. We go to vitrinear. I don't know how to say in English.
You
Yes,
say
only
you go
walking.
shopping. Go shopping.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm
Yes.
sorry, go shopping. Window
No,
shopping.
no. Window shopping.
Window
It's
shopping.
like it's only I'm going to walking.
Mm-hmm.
And I am to say vitrinear.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So now that you know, how do we
Yes.
say vitrinear in English?
Mm-hmm.
How do
I
we say
know.
vitrinear? Window shopping.
Window shopping.
Window shopping. Yeah, that's how we say it. Window shopping. Vitrineando, right? You go to Metrocentro, Plaza Merliot. Probably we don't have money, but we like to go window shopping and we see the offers and all that, right? Okay, great. Now, guys, we will see this grammar section. Let's quickly listen to this part. And this one, we are going to do it in groups. If we don't cover the part for models, don't worry, we will do it tomorrow. Okay, let's listen to this part. And then we'll do these 6 different gestures in the groups. Here we go. Let me play it.
Page 93. Exercise 4. Grammar focus. Modals and adverbs. Modals.
It might mean she wants to accept it. It may mean she wants to accept it.
It could mean she doesn't want anything.
That must mean no.
Adverbs.
Maybe it means she wants to accept it. Perhaps it means she wants to accept it.
It probably means she doesn't want anything. That definitely means no.
Okay, we will see the models in detail, okay? But let's do this part in 2 groups, okay? Let's see. Marielos, can you read this part about the pair work? What are we going to do here?
Framework. What do these gestures mean? Takes turn making. Daydream about each gesture. Use the meaning in the box or your own idea.
So here, if you guys notice, we have the possible meanings, right? We have 6 different gestures, and we're going to match them to their possible meanings, okay? To their possible meanings. Very good. This is on page number 93. Let me quickly open the groups and share this so you guys can discuss them in the groups. I'll give you about 5 minutes in the meantime that we finish, okay? Let's
Teacher, I
see.
have to move.
Okay, Marielos, no problem. Let me see. So in the first group, we'll have Emmanuel, Nathanael, and Manuel. Okay, maybe I'm going to move Nathanael to the group 2. Okay, there we go.
We finished, teacher.
Yes, it's finished.
Okay, cool. I'll see you in the main session then. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Hey, Xiomara, welcome back.
Hi,
Let's see.
teacher. I don't teacher because Nathanael I didn't answer me.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened to Nathanael, but anyways, cool. Let me bring
Okay.
everyone
Yeah.
back because we are almost going to finish. Probably this part we'll
Okay.
review it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, let's wait for the rest and then we'll wrap it up, Xiomara. Let's see, they should be back in about 30 seconds.
I don't know why mm, he didn't answer.
Okay, yeah, he was probably
Uh-huh.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was probably away. Yeah, because I don't see him returning to the main session right now. Okay, cool. This part of the models, guys, we'll review them tomorrow about what we mean with may or might for possibilities and also the possible meanings for this part of the body language and what they really mean, okay? So let me just quickly check attendance. Give me a second and we'll wrap it up for the day. Let's see if I'm not mistaken, Marielos joined us today. And let's see, and Oscar said that he was sick. Give me a second. Today is the 16th. Let me see. Just checking. Let's see. Emmanuel, you are here. Xiomara. Ivania was absent. Natalie, absent. Marielos was here. Diana Sofia, not here. Manuel, you are here. Oscar is sick. And Jessica Carolina, I don't know who she is. Okay, very good, guys. So I got your attendance. Thank you very much for joining today, and I'll see you guys
Teacher,
tomorrow. Yes, Yomara, go ahead.
excuse me. Yes,
Mhm.
would you repeat, please, the page, this exercise,
Yeah, the
please?
page, this one was on page number 93, okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
93. You're welcome. Okay, cool then. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see each other tomorrow.
Okay,
Good night,
tomorrow, good
everyone.
night, teacher.
See you then. Bye, Manuel. Bye, Manuel.
Bye, teacher. Good night.